Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would also upload this as well as a video by itself in case you don't watch my vlogs. So yes, welcome back and go ahead and take a look at my video.
Okay guys, so I wanted to do a grocery pickup delivery thing, but a delivery first, but the deliveries are all the way out until Sunday. That was yesterday. And then there are pickups with Walmart. If you look at Walmart's grocery pickup right now, they are like today is booked and tomorrow's booked. So basically you would have to stay up till midnight tonight to get a time slot for the next day. And I fell asleep. What I have to do is go to the store. And I know that people are making their own masks with filters, and the filters can be used with everyday things around the house, which is amazing. Now, I watched a video that an engineer did, and you just basically need a few things from around your house to make do. And then when I go out, I'm going to get a few things that are more, like I'm using a shoestring for today. I'm going to go buy some elastic, hopefully at Meijer they will have some. So basically I have a bandana, and I thought, oh, maybe there's just a way I could fold a bandana. But there's actually a way that you can make it with a bandana so that it's good. So N95 masks are the masks that we should be wearing, or definitely healthcare workers should be wearing. And the 95 means that it blocks 95% of particles, things like that. Now cotton only does 70%. So I did a little research, of course, to see, because people are wearing cotton. You know, they're wearing bandanas, they're wearing scarves, they're wearing things like that. And cotton is 70%. So people are putting filters in there, and you can use a Swiffer thingamajig, like a little Swiffer filter. You can use a used dryer sheet. I was just going to use a regular one, but I already made this mask once, super easy, and it was way too strong to have on my face. As much as I love the smell of them, I know I could not walk around the store with that. So I'm just using this. These are great barriers. A Swiffer or one of those green scrubber sponge thingies. They're thin, but they're super dense. I'm going to try to show you how to do this the best that I can. And so we have our bandana, and by no means, of course, I'm not an expert. I'm not advocating anything. This is just what I'm going to wear and use when I go out today. So then you're going to fold it in half. I keep thinking that there's an animal on my deck. If you hear any sloshing around, that is my dishwasher. So we're just going to make sure that everything is, you know, as even as it can be. You don't have to iron this. And then we're going to fold it in half again to where it is a square like this. Okay, now some of the things that you're going to need either a twist tie that's got a good, you know, or a pipe cleaner. And this is the part that's going to go over our nose, and we're going to be able to cinch it to our face and keep it tight around our nose. So this is a pipe cleaner folded in half, and then it's kind of twisted a few times just to make it a little more tough. So either way, something like that you can put in the fabric to cinch to your nose, to keep it cinched, okay? So there's that. You're going to need some rubber bands. I could only find one rubber band like this, and so I'm opting out for a hair tie. So when I go out, I'm going to, of course, buy some more rubber bands. I'm using a chopstick, but anything that you can use that's a skewer or a crochet hook. And then I have a shoestring that I have already tied, because I've made this once already to try to test it out. And then I thought I would share it. And then you're going to need something to clamp one side down. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your, what is it called? A pipe cleaner. And you're going to lift up one flap, and you're going to put it all the way to the edge. I know you can't see it. There we go. You're going to put it all the way up to the edge to where it is right here. So then we have this up here at the edge here, and you're going to want to take it, because it's not going to be, you know what I mean? You're going to be able to lift the one side, and you're going to want to, there's a squirrel, and you're going to want to fold it over either side. It doesn't really matter. You're just going to fold it over. So I'm going to just take this, flip it over, and get it as tight as I can with the fabric, and roll it a couple of times. And then I am going to turn it back around because that was just the way I was comfortable doing it. So now that we have this here, I'm just actually, you don't have to, the video that I saw, they didn't clamp it here, but I'm gonna do that because of my own, you know. So this is a used dryer sheet. It's actually one of those wrinkle guard ones, and they're actually quite big. So I'm just gonna fold it in half. And these are waterproof. They will catch wet droplets. So say if you're near somebody and they cough on you, like I was the other day, so you're gonna lift up one flap and you're just gonna stick it up in there as far as you can and in the center as much as you can. So now we have our filter in there and we have our cincher ready to go. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this clamp off, and then we are going to bunch it up into creases. Grab the corners here and we're just going to do this. And we're just going to keep doing this and keep doing this. So I cinched it like that, but I can't get it to stay for whatever reason. So then you're going to take one end here, and it's just going to be bunched up and folded kind of like a fan. And you're going to go to the very edge of it, and you're going to use your rubber band. Now the person that made this recommended rubber bands more like this than as opposed to a hair tie, but we're going to make do with what we got today because we do have to go out into the world and go apocalyptic shopping. It's so crazy. But anyways, so you want it out to the edge as much as possible depending on the size of your face, and then you're going to take this clamp off here and you're just going to do the same thing. You're just going to make sure it's all folded and bunched up evenly, you know what I mean? And then you're going to take your, and I'm going to try to zoom in so you can see this a little bit better with what I'm doing because I want you to be able to see it. So this is basically what you're going to have. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be going over your face like this. Of course, this is not how I'm going to use it just yet, but it's going to be able to go, you know what I mean? So anyways, so now I have my almost filter, and I'm going to take a shoestring because I don't have any elastic. If you have elastic, definitely use that. And I'm going to use a chopstick because I don't have a crochet hook. So I'm just using like the alternative list that the lady said to use if you do not have these items. So if you have a crochet hook, your life will be easier, and then if you have elastic, your life will be easier as well. So what you're going to do is, these are already tied. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your crochet hook, you're going to go around the loop, and then you're going to go through one of your things here, but you're going to want to be on the inside. You're gonna want to go through the inside, not towards the outside. So this tells me that I probably can go around one more time with my band because that's the thing, you want this to be as tight as possible. And then you're going to take your shoelace and you're going to take your chopstick and you're going to lift up one of the thingies on the rubber band, and you're just going to use this to get your, like that. You're just going to get your loop in there, and then you take that out and then you just pull it through. But I already tied my knot to where it won't come through, and so you're just basically going to have this tied in there real tight so it's not going to go anywhere. And the same thing with here, you're going to take your ends here. They're not going to be tied originally, so then you're going to go to the other side of your mask here. You're going to want to go from the outside into the inside, and you might not need any type of a skewer or chopstick, but then you're going to lift up, sorry if you can't see it, you're just going to lift up the rubber band, get everything pushed through, and then you're just going to have your there. It's going to be through your elastic thingy, and you're going to be knotted here so that it doesn't pull through, and then you're going to have, yeah. Of course, if you need to make it smaller, then you're just going to pull your shoestring and tie it again. Now this is going to not be fashionable in the slightest, but you know what? So now we have our mask, and you're going to take the part with the pipe cleaner. You're going to want that on your nose. And I don't want to be like rude or anything like this, but when I first saw somebody have this on in the store, a mask like this, I thought you looked like a bank robber. But you know what? It's going to help you. So you're going to put those over your ears, and you're going to want this cinched over your nose. There we go. You're going to put these over your ears, and you're going to have this go down to your chin, and it's going to be super tight around here, and it's going to be, this is going to be very close proximity to your nose. And then you can just do whatever you need to do to make it stay. I'm just going to, I have glasses, so it's going to, yeah. And now I have a mask that's cinched to my nose, tight around my face, and with a breathable filter inside. I can't believe this.
So yes, it is definitely crazy, and I did look very disheartened at the end of that video, but I'm just so surprised that this is the world we're living in right now. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you were able to make this mask and it was helpful for you. I wore it to the store and felt completely safe.